Now, Robinhood's finally starting to roll out its stock lending feature on the platform, and I figured out I'm going to cover what stock lending is, what it means for the platform, and my thoughts on the program. Now, stock lending is a form of securities lending, which is the practice of loaning out shares to another investor or a firm. Now, in this case, you'd be opting in on Robinhood to loan out your shares for a set return, and that return would vary depending on the stock. So Robinhood will be collecting a brokerage fee for loaning out your shares, and they'll just be paying you out a small percentage of the interest. And the main use case for stock lending for the platform would be to help out short sellers. But a quick visual on what short selling is, Public has this on their website. So in this case, a broker would lend $100 to a short seller, where the short seller would go in turn and sell that for $1,000. And as the price would half in this case, the short seller would sell back those 100 shares and keep the return. So they would profit on the drop in the stock price. Now, if you go to the Robinhood's article about introducing stock lending, it talks about how enabling stock lending, the customer gives Robinhood the permissions to lend out any fully paid stocks in their portfolio, and Robinhood handles the back end in finding a borrower. In their example above, you could see they have a 1.5%, and that looks like a hypothetical stock value on the loan was $10,000. But it talks about how the interest is based on a demand-driven business, meaning that the securities with limited supply will likely have a greater potential to be loaned out. And here it talks about the eligibility of the program, where if you have fractional shares, as well as a margin balance on your account, you're not eligible to loan out your shares. Now, one downside is that there's no SIPC protection, which is the Securities Investors and Protection Act. Now, that's just in case anything happens with your security. There's like a federal coverage. Now, in this case, Robinhood Securities will provide the cash collateral for your stocks. Now, they're currently rolling out stock lending to all its customers, and everyone should have it by the end of May. Now, I like it that they're finally giving the feature, but I'll probably hold off and to see what the return amounts are for the stocks before I jump in. But let me know if you plan on using the stock lending on Robinhood, or your opinions down in the comments below. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, so I can continue making content just like this.